Hello, Ukrainian learners. It's time to talk about the importance of the grammar. How important is grammar for language learners? And how important is grammar in general? Because I've heard so many people saying that grammar is actually not that important. I've heard YouTubers mentioning the same thing, and I've heard the same thing even from translators I worked with, which is crazy. It's nonsense, right? I don't want to offend anybody, but yeah, it's just my opinion. In my opinion, grammar is very, very important. I've heard so many people saying that you actually don't need to concentrate on the grammar. You should better concentrate on learning the vocabulary, reading to books, listening to audiobooks, podcasts, and so on. And then somehow, naturally or magically, your brain will start to recognize some basic language, sentence structure. Your brain will start to recognize the constructions of the sentence, some basic grammar rules. It doesn't seem very realistic. I think that the person who thinks this way is very optimistic. I'm just wondering how much time and effort would it take me to understand when the present perfect tense in English is used, for example, if I actually didn't learn the grammar. I'm wondering how many books should I have read to understand conditionals, to grasp the usage and meaning of conditionals in English. It's crazy. I think it would take me forever. Okay, imagine you are not a language learner. You are a native speaker of a language. Do you still need to learn the grammar of your language? Of course, yes. We all know at least one person who makes a lot of mistakes while writing messages or talking to other people just because they couldn't care less about the grammar. It's not only about people laughing at you. It's not only about sounding correct or incorrect, sounding beautiful or not beautiful. It's about people misunderstanding you. It's about the misunderstandings that can appear in your conversation, in your communication. The idea of the language is to be able to communicate. Like, one of the purposes of the language is to be able to communicate. And if people cannot understand you, or they misunderstand you constantly because of your grammar mistakes, maybe you're not using the gift of the language very well, right? When you're trying to learn a language, you are in the process of constant improvement. You are trying to enrich your vocabulary. You are trying to improve your listening, reading, writing skills, and so on. And for sure, you will make a lot of mistakes. Maybe not a lot of mistakes. Depends on you. But for sure, you're going to make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. And mistakes are actually not that bad. Mistakes can be good because you can learn from your mistakes. But to be able to learn from your mistakes, you need to notice them at least. And you cannot notice them if you don't know the grammar. Because to understand what is correct and what is incorrect, you must know the grammar, right? To be able to tell the incorrect thing from a correct thing, you need to learn the grammar. Grammar is the set of rules that explain how the language works. If you don't know these rules, you will maybe use your intuition, or maybe you can continue learning the language, ignoring the grammar. You can continue learning the language, ignoring the grammar, and hoping that maybe after 10 read books or 10,000 learned words, you will start to understand the grammar somehow. After everything you have already done to learn this language, your brain will start to understand some basic grammar rules and sentence structures and so on. But I think you must be very optimistic if you think this way. And you can say, but babies can speak the language even before they go to school because they start learning grammar at school. Yes, they can speak the language, but they have their parents correcting them 24/7. And babies actually don't care about mistakes that much. And they explore and they practice the language all the time. And babies can remember and grasp new information much faster than adults do. So if you are lucky enough to have the same conditions as the babies, We are talking about, you are immersed in the environment of the foreign language you're learning with a complete isolation from your native language, where you practice 24/7, where you have people who correct you 24/7, where you don't care about anything, you don't care about any mistakes you may make. Then maybe one day you can speak the language without learning the grammar from the grammar books. But you will still learn the grammar, but not from the grammar books. The source of your grammar information will be the people who will be with you and who will correct you, right? So you cannot avoid grammar. You cannot avoid grammar, but you can avoid grammar books. You need to learn grammar to help you improve your language skills faster. Because if you can see and you can understand what is going on your language learning way, you can see your progress, you can see what mistakes you make, you notice your mistakes. When you notice your mistakes, you can improve and correct them. When you notice your mistakes, you can improve your skills and you can correct the mistakes. And then you can become better and people will start to understand you. But it doesn't mean that you must learn grammar only from grammar books. You can play games, you can do grammar exercises, you can communicate with people, you can communicate with your teacher, tutor, and so on. There are so many different ways for you to learn grammar. It doesn't mean that you should read the book and memorize all the rules there, right? So I hope this information was useful for you. My opinion about this was useful for you. Yeah, if you like this, subscribe, like, comment, yeah, and see you in the next video.
Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you are new to my channel, check out my other videos as well. I post grammar lessons, short stories in Ukrainian, vocabulary videos, listening tests, games, and more. Check out my shorts as well. There, I post Ukrainian word of the day videos with short analysis of a chosen word with examples. And my favorite format, Ukrainian Song of the Day, where I choose part of a song's lyrics, translate it for you, and select the vocabulary you might find useful. If you like music, I hope you can find some nice Ukrainian songs there as well. To get flashcards to my vocabulary videos in PDF format, as well as additional materials to my videos, you can subscribe to my Telegram channel. The link is in the description. Everything is available for free. Soon, there will be even more interesting videos for Ukrainian learners. So make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Have a nice day and see you in the next video.